Kotlin sealed classes, Enum classes, and value classes. You have a network response. It can be a success with data, an error with a message, or loading with no data. How do you model this? Enums cannot hold different data. Regular classes are not exhaustive. Sealed classes solve both problems. An enum class defines a fixed set of constants. Every value is known at compile time. When you use all enum values in a when expression, you do not need an else branch. Here is a direction enum with 4 values. We use it in a when expression. If you add a new direction later, the compiler warns you about every when that does not handle it. Enums can have properties, constructors, and methods. This planet enum has mass and radius properties, plus a surface gravity method. Each enum constant passes its own values to the constructor. Enums are great for state machines. This order status enum defines allowed transitions. The can transition to method checks if a transition is valid. Pending can go to confirmed or canceled, but not delivered. A sealed class is like an enum, but each subclass can hold different data. Success has data, error has a message and code, loading has nothing. All subclasses must be defined in the same file. Like enums, sealed classes work with exhaustive when expressions. The compiler knows all possible subtypes. If you add a new subclass, every when that does not handle it gets a warning. Sealed classes are perfect for UI state. Here we have idle, loading, content with items, and error with a message. The when expression handles each state differently and safely. Here is a payment method example. Each type needs different data. Credit card has a number and expiry. Bank transfer has an IBAN. PayPal has an email. Cash has nothing. Sealed classes model this perfectly. Sealed interfaces are like sealed classes, but allow multiple inheritance. A class can implement multiple sealed interfaces. Here we define a shape-sealed interface with circle, rectangle, and triangle. Use sealed interfaces when you need the exhaustive when checks of sealed types, but also want classes to implement multiple interfaces. They work exactly like sealed classes in when expressions. A value class wraps a single value without runtime overhead. The compiler replaces the class with the wrapped value at runtime. Use the JVM inline annotation for JVM compatibility. Value classes prevent mixing up types that have the same underlying type. Without them, you might pass a user ID where an order ID is expected. Both are long values, so the compiler would not catch the mistake. Here we create email, user ID, and meters as value classes. Each one wraps a single value and adds validation in the init block. At runtime, these are just string, long, and double. No extra objects. Let us compare enum and sealed classes. Enums have fixed instances at compile time with the same properties. Sealed classes create instances at runtime, and each subclass can hold different data. The rule is simple. If every value has the same structure, like direction north and south, use an enum. If different values need different data, like success with data and error with a message, use a sealed class. You can combine sealed classes with value classes. Here we validate a registration form. The validation result is a sealed class. Email and age are value classes with validation. They work perfectly together. Here is when to use each type. Enum for fixed constants. Sealed class when subclasses hold different data. Sealed interface for multiple inheritance. Value class to wrap a single value with zero overhead. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more tutorials.